Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Fix This Build That Sunday Night Live show. I'm Brad, and once again, Susan is tending to kids, so she will be out here shortly, I hope. But we just launched a video today, so it has been a while. The last video we launched before this was on January 2nd or 3rd. It was like the first couple days of January, and we just now launched a new one. So this is quite a long time for us. We were dealing with a lot of stuff, but we are super excited that we got it out. Part 3 of the office makeover, where I made kind of a tech hub, maker workstation, storage unit in the office, and it replaced this big set of metal shelving. And so there was 2 big sets. They were like 8 feet tall, 8 feet wide, 2 4-foot ones next to each other. So it was kind of a big eyesore in the room. And now this new piece looks amazing. I cannot wait to get it all configured and get it set up exactly how I want it. Which actually, one of the things for a future video, I'm going to attack the drawer storage. So there's 7 drawers in the middle, if you've not seen the video yet. Open shelving on the sides for my larger items, like my lighting gear and tripods and different things that'll all fit in there. And then 7 smaller drawers in the middle for all my little tech nooks and crannies. That's weird. All my all my tech bits and bobs and gadgets and all that other stuff. So it's like the perfect thing. Integrated power up on top. If you haven't seen the video yet, go check it out. If you have, then let me know what you think about it, because we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun making it. I mean, it was a long time, but it was still fun. So before we jump in and start welcoming some folks that are here, we're going to welcome some new members to the Builders Club. And actually, we had just one this week, I think. I'm going with Brighton Truax, because Truax seems like a great woodworker name. It's probably like Truo or Trua, something, probably Truo. But I like Truax. Brighton Truax. Brighton, welcome to the Builders Club. And now Brighton is going to get to enjoy some of those benefits of the Builders Club. They got the release of the video yesterday, as well as shoutouts in the live, as well as the end of the videos on the main channel, and free plans at that tier. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting some of those perks, you can head over to fixthisbuildthat.com/Builders Club to check it out. And of course, a big thank you to those folks that are in the Builders Club that are here tonight. All right. Speaking of who's here tonight, let's jump on over and see who we got. All right, I know we had some folks on early tonight. We got lots of this. Ben Wood, what's up? That's a new name. Welcome to the live. We had a few new folks here. We got Katie, we got Stan, Eddie Woodworks, Frank Panzera, Mackenzie Lumbermill. Awesome. We made the live. That's fantastic. Alan Isaac, Scott Walsh. What's up, dude? And we have Will, Call Me Mac. Hola, que pasa, amigo? Heart of a Handyman. I think I already said Katie. Animation Creations 42, who was on the end credits on that last video. And Travis Porter. Awesome. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, so if you guys have not seen the video, go check it out. If you have, let me know what you think. By the way, the light, does it look extra crispy up in here? Because I got this new light that's like wider. It's like twice as big as the old one that we had that's like attached to the monitor. It's like a whole setup here. It's funny because I break it down and stuff. But now all these little things I'm going to store in all the podcasting equipment gets stored in the new little storage maker station. Tech Hub is what I like to call it. So I'm excited about that. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got any questions? Oh, everybody loves the drawer storage, or getting to the drawer storage ideas. Oh, static? Are we getting static? Oh no. Put that over there. Are we getting static? There's mic static. Let me unplug. Let me do the old turn it off, turn it on. Just kind of unplug everything. Plug it back in. Tell me if that is any better. And I will also do that one. How are we now? Is that any better? did the old plug unplug. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's rubbing up against that. Let me close it up here. That's usually not a problem. It's a bit intermittent. It's fine right now. All right. Okay. That might have just been like the rubbing of this because I kind of had it. It was open. I didn't have it zipped up. I wasn't tight, so you're probably hearing the rubbing on my jacket. My bad. Let's see. This might be the wifey. Nope, not the wifey. Sometimes she'll send a text message like, "Not gonna make it. Kids are being crazy." All right. Yeah, Crafts by Cunningham. I don't know. She's upstairs. We're waiting on her. We'll see when she gets here. Mark Handy, what's up, dude? It is beer time. It is definitely beer time. Thank you for that. And we got Dennis Miko in the house and Kevin Gallimore. Awesome. Now it's okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. It was rubbing. It wasn't actually static. It was just noise. Is that technically static? It's not really. It's not static. It's just the noise. It's the sound. Did it sound something like this? I bet it did. And if it did, then we definitely know the solution. Or I guess the cause. Beer of the week. Just an old Bud Light. You know? Oh, I hear. She's coming. Rumbling down the stairs. Maybe. I don't know. How you guys doing? How was everybody's week this week? There's like a ton of snow up in the Northeast. We got some ice down here, but it was not bad. The kids were out of school on Friday because of the ice, but it wasn't horrible, but it was, they canceled school for anything around here. Oh yes. A good buddy. All right. Oh, it was definitely static. Okay. They're like, no, that was not it, Brad. All right, perfect. Well, good. Then I guess plugging and unplugging that made it work. Let's see here. Who else we got in the house? My connecting pieces. Oh, now it's shorting out. I'm sorry, it's shorting out now? What? Come on, man. What? Are we still having problems? All right, I can see it down here. Oh, I wonder if y'all are picking up the noise from the PC. Hold on a second here. Let me unplug this. Or I'm just going to reset this whole thing. Reset. Let me know if that did anything good. Sorry about that, guys. Sounded like a loose XLR. Yeah, I did all that. There may have been some dust in there, we are in a workshop, so there could have been some dust that got in the way. Need a Corona in my life? I do, Mac. All good here. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna go like that. Yeah, and that comment of the now it's shorting out. Maybe that was from before as well. Kitchen backsplash project is almost done, Katie. That is awesome. Katie, what kind of backsplash did you go with as far as the tile shape and structure? Because when I did mine, I did the subway tile. So I did rectangular subway tiles. I've got a video on how to install backsplash if you guys need any tips on how I did it. Not a professional, obviously, but it turned out nice. I almost went with the mosaic. So if anybody's ever worked with the mosaic tiles, they come in typically a 12 by 12 sheet, and then it's got the mesh on the back. I actually use those where did I use those? I use those in the trim pieces around a shower install for a little kind of banner, which did okay. But man, I feel like that would be tough laying a whole bunch of them, because even in that small area, I found that it was just hard to, because they were hexagons too. So it was hard to get that stuff to match up. And then if you're off a little bit here, it's going to translate. And by the time, if you're doing a whole floor or a wall or a backsplash, it seems like that could be difficult to manage. So I don't know if any of you guys have had struggles with that in the past. It was not easy just on the little one I've done. Noise floor is a bit higher. Yeah, we might be, you know what, this might be, let me turn that. I don't know, guys, I don't know. The computer seems, the fan on my computer is, seems to be running a bit louder, so I don't know if that's part of it too. I'm not sure. All right. Yeah, all my volumes are at the same level. I'll turn it down just a hair. Just a her. Okay, Susan is still not here. She's not texting me either, so I don't know. Oh, call me Mac. Got a new PC and a brand new monitor. I love it. Yeah, I'm in the stage right now where I'm starting to think about the desk, because like if you guys know the home office makeover, I've been working I started on that back wall that we did the 11 drawer base cabinet, and then 11 drawer, or was it 9 drawer? 9 drawer. 9 drawer. 9 drawer base cabinet, and then it was 11 drawer. There's 5 in the middle. 5 in the middle, 2 on each side. So that would be 9. Then the floating shelves, and then now this, and then that extra wall, which you saw in the intros of those 2 videos, would be where my desk is. And I want to make a new desk, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but the PC, the computer, will be a big part of that, because I do use a desktop. And so I'm debating on whether to actually build the PC into the desk or not, and make it like a, kind of like a stealth install, or making it like, I've seen a bunch of different ways that people have done it. I watch like Linus Tech Tips. If you guys don't watch, if you're into tech and computers specifically, Linus Tech Tips is a great YouTube channel. He's huge. I don't know, he's got 10, 15 million subscribers, something like that. And he has done several desks that he's made for himself. And the latest one they did had a glass top, and then you could see all the computer components in there, which I thought was pretty clever. I liked it, but then it was like so funny because he did that, and this is like the big concern is like he did all that work, and they made this like really cool like water reservoir. They like CNC'd it, and it had like the LTT, their logo, put LEDs in it, and all this cool stuff. And then like the first thing he does is like he gets it installed and like puts a keyboard mat on top of it. You can't even see it. So it's like all this cool stuff underneath, but you obviously don't want to have a glass top on your computer desk for a multitude of reasons. But the biggest one being that the mouse doesn't work on a glass top. And anyway, so it's you can get scratched from different components and stuff. So it's like, I don't want to do like something glass see-through, but I was trying to think of like other ways to incorporate a computer into it to make it really cool. DIY Perks, Matt did a really cool one where he like made a really thin desk that had all the components inside, and it was like a super minimal low pro. So I'm kind of like thinking through a few of these ideas. Zach Builds, he's on Instagram and YouTube. He did one where it just kind of made it in a pull-out tray that wasn't like so integrated, but was like kind of open air. So there's a bunch of cool ideas out there, and I'm trying to decide which one. Okay, I think I really do hear her now. She's downstairs now, so she may be coming, but we'll see. I know, it probably wasn't dust. It probably wasn't dust for the XLR. All right, Katie's using a peel and stick vinyl tile that is a chevron pattern. Can't attach anything permanently to the wall, so I had to install 1/8" luan first. Ah, okay, yes. I remember this, yes. Delicious. Okay, Scott. Why don't I like the dog holes in my bench? Building a new bench this month, and I'm most likely going to go with dog holes for simplicity, but is there something I'm missing? So, and I've mentioned this many times, but it's a double-edged sword. It's love-hate. And it's like most things in the shop, like most work surfaces and things. It's like some things are awesome, and then some things are not awesome. It's like getting the best of both worlds is hard sometimes. And so, do I like the holes for what their intended purpose is? Yes, I love them. For putting clamps in. Hey there, welcome.
Thank you.
I thought you were.
Oh no.
No, okay.
It was nightmares about monsters tonight, and I have to go back
Susan
to check
Rodriguez,
on a person in 10
ladies and
minutes.
gentlemen.
Sorry. 2 out of the 3 were worried about monsters, so I had to.
Like you do.
Set them up for success.
Like you do.
It took a while.
So I like the dog holes for clamping and for stops. So if you watch the video from today, if you haven't, you can see how I use them. This one looks like it may have moved. But these little, let me put it back here. It's the only one you can really see.
Where does it fit?
It did move.
Oh, that's what you meant moved.
Yeah, these little things move. So like these little stops are awesome for, sliding things up against them. There's like a low pro side and a high side. This is the Armor Tool bench. They sent it to me a long time ago.
Did they send these too?
Yeah, that's like part of the package.
Oh.
And so I love having that, of having a stop that you can put in there and easily, you don't have to clamp it down necessarily, like if I was going to hand plane something real quick and I just needed a stop to like shave off the top of something, I could do that. But then they also have, lots of different little things where you can put it in there and clamp it down, whether it's a, what do they call those? Like the cast iron ones, I forget what they call them, like a hold fast, I think is what they call it, a hold fast. But, you got stuff like that, and you got like little dudes like this. This is from Craig Tool, and these are just little holes in here, which are really cool because they kind of serve double duty
like little
as
feet?
A stop. Well, and then like a kind of a non-slip little rubber top. So like for that, I love that, love it. What I don't like, and it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Like I think I like it more than I don't like it. Two things. I'm not like
it's a complicated answer.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. I'm like Joe Pesci, or not Joe Pesci. Is that Joe Pesci?
I think it is Joe Pesci.
Yeah. So the few things that I don't like, I won't stop at two because I'll probably uncover more as I go. The most obvious is dropping hardware through the holes. So dropping hardware through the holes. The second, maybe less obvious but still annoying, maybe more annoying, is dust. So obviously, you're doing a bunch of work on the bench, dust is going to go through the dog holes. And so like under there, it is just a hot mess.
I can see that being a big issue for you.
It is a super hot mess.
Yeah.
The third thing is that you can't really, so now it depends. So like this guy's pretty small, right? But even this, like as small as this is, it's still, the bench is only, an inch and a half or so. So it's going to stick down, well, I guess that they probably made that. I didn't do a good job of transferring that, but it sticks down a little bit under. But this is like a smaller one. So you saw these, these are even longer. And then you have other ones that are even much longer. And I'm sure, like, so then you have something like this. Right. Now,
what's the problem with that, though?
The problem is that if you stick it down through the hole, like you have to have clearance all the way through.
Right.
So my point being, like, it's dead space underneath the top for how much ever long that is. Now, again, you could chop these down, I'm sure, but you still need a certain amount for it to lever through. So, those are some of the downsides that I don't like, is just not being able to like make, because you guys know that I would love to put a set of drawers or something in here, but then you wouldn't be able to really use the bench holes like you should.
And all the dust would just be going into the drawers anyway.
Well, I did have an idea.
Oh, like a dust portal?
Yeah.
Really?
A dust, not necessarily turning this into a downdraft, but although I just had that idea, that would be kind of cool.
Right here live, on the live. He's like, okay, now I just
But having like a little tray.
Yeah.
Just like a little slide out tray.
Like in a dog crate.
Because you wouldn't want that anyway. You want to be able to access it.
Yeah.
Right. And so if I drop some screws or whatever.
With the thing sticking down too far.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a problem.
So if I had that I would love to have that, like a little thing I could pull out.
Right.
So if I drop any hardware, like I can use everything underneath there. If I drop any hardware or just to clean it out, I pull out, the tray and then
like a catch-all.
Yep, suck it up.
Yeah.
Or I just leave it exactly how it is and complain about it.
Right. It's been working pretty well for a while now. It was really cool to see you using it that way in the video, though. I'm sure you use those red things from Armor Tool, but I've never really noticed it before. Like, you didn't use a single long clamp the entire build.
I know.
It's pretty cool.
I didn't really, I leaned into it a little bit, but not like super hard. But I thought that was kind of a cool way to go about it.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have here? We got Halligans and I'm going with batons, Halligans and batons. I said battens, I think, last time, and I got chastised. Maybe a new logo on the wall in the office will set it off. Ooh, Mr. Davis, I like that. Yeah, we have. I have a few. I have a little one that actually I was gifted, a little acrylic one, but when I say little, it is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
So if we were going to do something, I have the metal. They're floating around here somewhere. A while back when I was at Lincoln Electric, they plasma cut out of metal my logo
That'd be cool.
which is pretty cool.
That one's pretty big, right? Because the one that's in the office,
I
right?
think that one's 18 by 24.
That round one that we have.
Yeah, that
That's
one's
metal.
small.
That one looks too small now.
Yep.
Now that I can see the blank wall.
Right.
When it was all the shelves, I remember I was like, hey, it'll work, but it's too small.
And then when you actually look at it, you're like, oh.
It's a lot of wall.
Yes.
It's so nice though.
Last time I cleaned the heatsink in the laptop, never. No, I did actually just replace the battery.
Was the laptop being issuey?
And it was like kind of getting loud. The fan was like.
It does that sometimes.
Yeah, I know. So
It's like an old man.
we had some static issues early on,
Oh.
which is new.
I missed all
We
that.
haven't had that one.
Yeah.
So you gotta have something new to deal with every once in a while.
Yeah. I have something new every night, every Sunday night with the children. Like usually it's, are you gonna die? And tonight it was monsters. Both of them. Yeah.
Oh, was it monsters? Oh, was it the?
One person told one of the kids at school told our son about Quiet Place, that movie.
Yes.
Worst person in the world to tell
Oh,
that.
what was it? Like if you have
talk,
to
the monster will get you. And he's just like. And then our daughter watched a Scooby-Doo episode, but it's like this Mystery Island one. It doesn't matter.
Just pull his mask off.
And she's just like, I feel like this lady's gonna jump up behind my bed. So I had clothespins and a sheet, and I'm pinning up
Behind the-
so that because she's got this dream tent thing, so that there's no area behind her. And then I was clipping all the little side flat. She is sealed in.
Sealed in.
So she's okay, but I've got to go back and check on him because he was like, I said, how about the end of life? And he was like, no, that's not gonna work for me.
Call Me Mac is saying, is Susan taller?
I am.
Not right now. Stand
Yeah,
up.
no, not tall. Yeah.
Because guess what? She doesn't have any shoes on.
I don't have any shoes on. I know.
So I could stand up. You still look taller. You still are taller than me. How are you taller than me without? Oh, like,
I don't know. I'm just tall.
She is. She's
Yeah.
huge.
I'm huge. That's never the way you should describe a
kidding.
woman.
I know.
Ever.
Never.
No, I'm 6 feet
hugely
tall.
amazing. Is what
Hugely
I meant.
amazing is still not working for
Hugely
me.
amazing.
No. Yeah, I'm 6 feet tall, and Brad is
She's huge.
a hair under that. So, yeah,
Hair. She's being nice to me here.
it's not that much under it though.
I'm like 5'10" and a half.
Yeah. Yep.
So I round up. Like,
Right,
what am I, like
right.
6? When they're like, I'm 6 3/4. Like, yeah, so I just round up.
Yeah.
It's like 5.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah. If I was
All
listed,
good.
if I was like, in
Oh
a,
gosh, yeah.
whatever, anything where they're listing my
Pro
height, it'd be like
athlete
6
or-
feet.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell
Double
you.
round up.
In college, how many guys that I would just meet and talk to, and they'd be like, of course, they'd go, well, how tall are you? And I'd say 6 feet. And I am like, you put me next to a measuring stick, I am exactly 6 feet. And I know this. And they'd be like, oh, no, you can't be 6 feet because I'm 6 feet. And they were like,
And you're like, no, you're not.
pushing 5'10". I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Whatever.
Listen,
All right, it's time for me to bail and
everybody
go
else,
say.
Well, listen.
What?
I mean, Stan and Dennis and Will, they're like basically like, this is the only reason I tune in. So Susan's here. Now you're leaving us.
I'm just going to say, hi, no monsters have gotten you, and I'm coming right back.
All right. Good luck.
Because this was the bargain I had to strike with the child so I could leave the room.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right.
Don't do anything exciting without me.
Godspeed.
Okay.
Alan, yes, my son was in the video. So that is my oldest son. He is quite tall as well for his age. He is 13, and he is 5. He's like a solid 5'8" now, I think. He is catching up on me fast. I think so my mom like kept, we did like, so we do not chart heights, but like, stand up against it's a piece of trim right outside our pantry. And we do it, I used to just kind of do it willy-nilly whenever I thought about it, but now we do it like regimented. So it's the first of the month, every third month. So, December, March, June, September, and December again. So every 3 months we measure them. We get them up there, and I get the carpenter square out, and we stick it on the head and mark them out. And he's like a weed. He just grows like crazy. So he's in whatever the upper 90 percentiles, 95th ish, sometimes like 98th. But yeah, he's tall, and that was him. So and now it's great because now he's like 13. He's in middle school. he's starting to get a little bit of meat on his bones, and I'm like, yes, like he's about to, soon he'll be to the point where he can lift more than Susan can. And so I'm like, son, let's lift some heavy things. Come on. Katie rounding up to 5'2". That's awesome. 186 centimeters. I don't have no clue what 186 centimeters is, but I'm sure. I say, well, if 180 is 5'9", I do know that 2.54, and I know that that's how many centimeters is in an inch. So that sounds like that's just over 5'11", Animation Creations, potentially. Will, your son is 14, almost 15, 5'11", 240. Holy cow. That's like a man. That is a man. 5'11", 240. Jeez. Yeah, my son is, he's a string bean, so he didn't weigh a lot, but he's getting up there. That is, I'm like, yeah, I'm just waiting. I still, I can still kind of toss him around pretty easy if we're like wrestling or whatever, but it's coming real soon where I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to start playing dirty, like pinching his legs and stuff. Like if we're wrestling, I'll pull out the old man tricks, just like my pops did on me. I'll be like, okay, you might be stronger than me, but I'm smarter than you. at least on how to cheat. Yeah. I hope the static's not back. When she comes back, we'll tell her. We'll be like, I don't know what happened. Whenever you are here, the static's here. Yeah. So next project, I'm just realizing I don't think I changed the white balance. It's like, I think it's on auto white balance. So everything seems a lot more yellow in here than it does in IRL. The Falcon, how's it going, man? Yeah, so thinking about the next projects, I've got a couple in mind. One is going to be about the drawers, which I mentioned, the drawers in the workstation that I just built, and it's going to be, different organization methods in there. So I'm going to go in there and basically, just organize all the little goodies that I have in there. Most of it's like tech stuff, so it's a lot of small parts and pieces, like SD cards and USB sticks and adapters and all kinds of little stuff like that. And then you got a lot of wire stuff. So that's gonna be the interesting one, is like wire. I hate storing wires, and I've got like a bunch of well, this is wrapped up. I've got a bunch of these, like the Velcro. If you're not using these, by the way, these things are awesome. I thought I had a loop of them. Well, I got a loop of them around here, but the little Velcro, this is just my little rotary tool, but just the little Velcro, and then you like wrap it around the cord. I really like these. And so, obviously you don't want to use a zip tie. And then twisty ties are kind of a pain in the butt, but these little Velcro ties, they come in all different sizes and lengths. I think I grabbed a big roll of like the 6 or 8 inch ones, and they work really well. So I like to put those around the wires, but not everything works that well. Like some stuff folds nicely, and then other stuff is just like a hot mess. So I think it'll be interesting to see like the wires and the things that plug in, like how I do that. And then some of the other things that I really want to get good storage for are like the like storing things that are either like really flat, so they're like, I got like a bunch of, I don't even know what it is, like cards or something. I have like, let's say like ID cards. I don't know why I have ID cards. I'm trying to think of even what they are. I store like a bunch of gift cards and different stuff, like if I have gift cards or store credit, and I seem like I always pile them up. And so it's like stuff like that, and like stacking things in there. So when things are like really flat, how do you store a bunch of them and still be able to see what else is in there? So maybe store them on edge.
Okay.
Everything okay?
Everything's okay.
Okay. I said when you were going, I was all staticky, so thank you for coming. I'm just kidding.
It's the monster.
It's the monster.
All right.
When is Stranger Things coming out, by the way?
What?
Stranger Things next
I know
episode.
nothing.
When is?
Stranger Things, or are you talking about Ozark?
No, I'm talking about Stranger Things.
There's another season?
Yeah.
Oh, you know way more than me.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's exciting though.
Yeah, because it was like the lights, I was thinking the static.
Yeah, what do they call it? The
upside down?
Upside down. Yep. No, we're not going there.
Yeah. No.
Pass.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Andy, what's going on, dude?
All right, here.
Scott's asking if I'm going to Workbench Con this month. Scott, we are. I'll be there. Chris will be there as well.
I will not, just because the
Susan
we's
will
were
not.
just implied in me, but no. One of these
That's true.
years, maybe, but
Yeah.
it has not worked out so far.
Maybe when monsters aren't a thing anymore.
Well,
That would be a disaster if we were both
oh my
gone.
gosh, no. I mean, we can't leave
Mimi
the
and
kids by
Papa
themselves. Yeah,
couldn't.
they're not usually here in February. That's why
That's true.
they're in Florida.
That is true.
Our
Yep.
kids would be fine with spending that weekend in Florida with them.
Yeah.
If we could somehow finagle that.
Yes. Yes, we will be there, and I'm excited to go. I'm not doing any speaking this year. Just gonna be there, hanging out and talking with folks. So if you're gonna be there, which I assume you are, because that's why you asked, make sure you come up and grab me, because
Just grab him.
just grab me.
Yank him.
Maybe don't grab me.
Yeah. Say hi.
If you show up with a beer in your hand, that'd be even better, but not necessary.
Just get him to a karaoke bar and
That's
everything will be
I was
fine.
like,
Is that usually Workbench Con when you wind up singing?
Yeah.
He's got a
But
good voice.
no, there's like after the show, I'll be like, I'll get like a DM or something like, oh, I saw you, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to interrupt. And I was like, you know what, man? Just,
Interrupt.
Yeah, just swing on by. Like, don't
Yeah.
don't not come say something because, I mean, if I'm talking to like if I'm talking to like the Pope or something, like, I don't know. I was trying
If
to think
the
of
Pope
like.
is at Workbench Con, if it looks like he's having a very intense conversation, maybe
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
But Brad is a friendly person.
I'm trying to think of
He
like
would
who,
like, when
who
would
I
you
be
ever...
talking to there that I wouldn't want to be interrupted.
I
can't
mean,
think
that
of-
sounds really bad. It's
No,
just,
it does, but I'm just thinking like that's the point, is that there's
It's-
not really
right.
anybody like,
the
unless it was like
people-
some crazy business deal, but that
Oh.
wouldn't be going down like
No.
out in the
open.
out in the open. That'd be behind closed
No,
doors.
but like all the people that you talk to there are like
If it was like
also...
if Mark Rober was there,
Don't interrupt him.
and I'm talking
Yeah,
Mark,
no.
please don't come and interrupt me.
He's living his best life right then.
Other than that,
Right, that's it. But no, like all the
we're
people
good.
that you're friends with and
good.
that you like hang out with there
Right.
are so friendly that like they would, no, it's
yeah,
just
typically,
so social.
typically like it starts with like a small group of people talking, and then it just expands.
Yeah, that's so exciting they can
Yeah.
have it, and
I know.
yay.
I'm so glad that like a lot of the
Everything's-
cases and everything are coming down.
Yeah.
And so that should be
It's great.
hopefully really good.
Knock on wood. I mean, I heard about a new variant, but it's like not as powerful. So, I think that's what's happening there. I don't know.
All right, what else
All
do we
right.
have on here? Drawers work so much better. I agree, Mackenzie. I like drawers better than shelves, except for like larger stuff.
Yeah, there's a time for
Yeah,
both.
and and so animation was talking about getting rid of a lot of stuff with cords, which I do too. But you still have, especially with like the tech stuff. Like there's USB cables for everything. Like this like Stream Deck. Like this is a great example right here. Like this is.
Right. Has
and
a cord.
Yeah, I mean you can't make that wireless. Like it's.
Right.
I mean you could make it wireless, but they're not going to.
Have you talked about the shallow drawers, and is that what you're talking about right
That's
now?
exactly what we were talking about.
It's
Talking about the
so
shallow drawers and
great.
about like how to best optimize storage in there. And so we were talking a little bit about next projects. I was talking about the drawer idea, and then another one is going to be I'm not sure exactly what the video is going to be called, but it's going to be about the dust collection on my miter saw. And
Do I know about this?
we talked briefly about it.
Okay.
I may or may not. I'm going to add some type of hood around here, more than likely. And I may or may not add another little cabinet up above, just because.
You've been talking about that.
I know, and it's like, I mean, it's
But
an
you don't
obvious addition.
Really need another cabinet there, right?
No, I don't. That's why I'm.
That's why it doesn't happen. Sorry.
They're like, do you really need it?
I mean-
No, I do not need a cabinet up
We've got
there
cabinets.
at all.
Right. But the people might, right?
people might.
The people building them,
But
they
it might be a good
really
option.
need that cabinet.
Because I was also thinking about doing like the logo or something up there,
Yeah.
just as a cool
Oh yeah.
little branding on the
We
back
had that
wall.
conversation. I know.
Yeah. Will says
It
Ozark
is-
was so good, and it was.
What was it?
Stranger Things new season has been coming out for 3 years now.
Oh gosh. Well, I feel like COVID happened and a lot of those
Yeah.
things got delayed.
Sometime this summer, supposedly, they're saying.
Oh.
Okay.
I heard that the Umbrella Academy is going to be coming out soon.
Oh, Cunningham has a good question. He says, if you're away, is Susan going to be doing the live?
It's a very good question. The answer is no. Y'all have seen me when he leaves the camera,
I
and
would
I'm like
love-
a bumbling idiot. I'm just
I
like,
would just love. First of
hi.
all,
First, I can't see the screen, so you guys would be typing things.
I was
And I'll be like,
wait.
let me
Let's
see.
back this up. Let's back this up.
Okay.
First of all,
I don't know how to hook
I've
any
never.
of this up.
You're right. I've never taught you.
You'd have to leave this ready
I'd
to go, plug and play.
Yeah, I'd have to set it up before I left.
Right.
And even then, there's always
Probably
like
an issue.
when the static that I would tune in. I would have my Bud
You
Light.
would have
I'd just
already
be
been
like,
having a few beers, like laughing. Yeah, that would be step one, is just getting it set up.
But if you got set up,
Right.
then I would love to see that. I think that'd be great.
I can tell you one thing right now. We would be talking about the most off the wall, probably non-woodworky things, or my take on the woodworky things, which would be an outsider's take, an observer's take, because it's like I can't answer questions about woodworking. I've been around it long enough that I know some things, but I haven't done them necessarily. So
Susan's great because she does the email.
Tell me all the things I'm good at.
She does the email for the company.
I do.
Most of it.
For the company. Yeah, I handle
She
a lot
takes
of
kind
them.
of inbound questions. So
I do like triage.
She's the buffer.
I'm the gatekeeper.
I stopped answering emails a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, but just
Not
because
long enough.
not long enough. Because it's just so much. And
Right.
so Susan, we get a lot of similar questions, as you can imagine. A lot of questions about plans, a lot of questions about,
Just
the bin,
different-
like whatever you can imagine, we get
the
it.
countersink bit, we get that
Yeah.
a lot.
And so,
whatever.
she's built up this library of answers to these questions. So yeah, you can.
I could answer some like very basic
You can rip
questions.
off and like.
I could refer you to some videos
And
that
you
you
can
could
pull
watch.
up and you can pull up the plans and like
Yep.
if anybody has a question about the plan, you're really good about
Yeah.
like looking at it and being like, no, here's what you're missing.
I try to figure that out, but I don't have to bug Brad about
Yeah,
it.
we get a lot of people that have questions that are just a lot of like interpretation,
Right.
And a lot of it's I think new people who are just like uneasy, like
Right.
I don't want to mess anything up, which is completely understandable.
They kind
You
of
have
just
to-
want you to be like, yes,
Yeah, if
you're
you've
going to
got
be
like
fine.
a
And then
$70
they're like,
sheet
okay,
of
thank you.
plywood and you don't want to
Right.
mess it up.
I'd be the same way. Are you kidding me?
And so, but then Susan will be
Yeah.
like, no, you're good. Yeah, yes, that's what that means.
I mean, not like blindly. I do check. If they're like, should I, and they say something crazy, I'll be like, no, you shouldn't do that. Or we can't advise you because we've never done that.
yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, are you
I
done
get that one
singing
up.
my praises? No? Anything else?
Yeah, you're awesome. Yeah.
Thanks. But yeah, I will not be having this live by myself. That
Yeah,
would be.
It would be fun.
And then the kids would be coming down constantly. It would be a disaster.
Scott is not going.
Unfortunate.
That stinks. Oh wow.
Yeah, that does stink.
Is anybody going to Workbench Con?
Are you going to be there?
Let us know. I know. I just actually animation. I just got through ordering like a whole host of adapters because I've gotten into
What
this
was the
situation.
question?
He was
Clarify
talking about
for the people who can't read. Sorry.
He was talking about iPhone's gone to USB-C and everything's starting to go to USB-C, but that is true, and my phone is USB-C. But I have a lot of stuff that's not, and then the kids' devices, and I'm starting to use some of the kids' older devices
Was it?
that have micro USB.
Yeah.
So like between micro USB, USB-A, which is the standard if you're not familiar, USB-B is like the keystone-looking one, and then USB-C, which is, of course, is the
Like the
newer oval
roundish one, yeah.
Anyway, B I use a little bit, but not much. Every single combination between those two, it was like whenever I had it, I was like, oh, well, I've got USB-C to USB-A, but or like female to male, but I don't have male to female, so I had to buy that. And I just found because it's like whatever if you do that cross. Say like there's a male and female and there's 3 varieties, so there's like how many ever possibilities, like 18 or
Right.
something, that every time I needed one I didn't have it, and so I just kept buying. I feel like I've spent like $100 on adapters just to make sure I have everything.
It's pretty annoying. Why aren't they all just the same?
Well, as they've gone through,
They've gotten better.
they've gotten better, more, higher transfer speeds basically.
But didn't I see a video by what's his name? Marquez.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about some phone. I don't even know what the phone was. It was like some I watched it with you, I'm sure. And he was saying that like they were using one of the right, like it was
like
not
the
the
charger
one that
had
he would have expected.
USB-A
Yes, and he
instead
was
of
like,
USB-C.
why is this? And I was just like,
it
I
was
don't know. I know nothing about this.
It wasn't. It was what's that one?
It was like
OnePlus.
He had to get it from
I forget
China.
who makes. Yeah, it's whoever makes OnePlus. I forget.
OnePlus, that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
That brand of phones. But anyway, yeah. So it's like it's just a huge pain in the butt, and I think that I can't wait until 5 years down the road when it's all of course it'll be like USB-D at that point or something.
USB-G.
Let's just skip
like
a few.
I feel like. Does everyone feel like you're drowning in cords though? Like, and we have that one little spot in the kitchen with a little cubby, and it just has cords. Cords that I don't know what to do with them. They will land in there. And
we've got cords.
We have so many cords and papers. That is what we have a lot of, and other things.
I would
too,
just
I'm
so
sure.
I if none of you follow me on
get rid of
Twitter,
them.
I'm sure you probably don't because I have like 2 followers over there, and it's actually more of like me just personally talking versus like the business, but
On where?
on Twitter.
Okay, I didn't hear that part. Sorry. Go ahead.
I posted a picture. We were going through the closet today, and I found a stack of CDs, CDRs, writable CDs that we used to, when I used to like burn.
I think you got
like,
a great deal on those, honey.
I'm sure I did. That's how I'd give files to people, right? CD, and I took a picture, and I was like, sometimes I miss the old days, but I do because I feel like, it was like simpler times. We didn't have all the it was just USB-A, and you had it. It was actually USB-A and then B. Right, and like those are the only plugs you had, and like you had CDs. You didn't have like 1,000 different kinds of USB ports and sticks and everything, and then but anyway, but where I was kind of going with that was like then, but my dad, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I should keep these. I've got these CDRs. Like these are, what if I want to, like burn a CD? And I'm like, when would I ever burn a CD? And I was laughing because my dad,
he's probably watching this.
He probably is. My dad, love him to death, brought me over. He's done this a couple times now. Brings me over CDs.
Oh yeah,
That's the guy who still gives me CDs. Is my dad.
Was the pictures on them?
One had some of our old pictures on it,
He,
and then
tried
another
to
one
save
had
pictures off of our
some movies,
hard
some
drive.
home movies.
Oh.
And so I'm like, what's so funny though is like I didn't even, because I'm still like, like we're like Gen X, right? So it's like I grew up with that stuff, so it's like normal to me. And I was like, whatever. But like if anybody else had brought me, like if I bring anybody else to see them, what am I gonna do? Like I don't even have a CD drive on my laptop. Like how am I gonna access this?
Right.
Like I've got it on the desktop, and that's how I can do it. But it's like, why wouldn't he put it on a thumb drive? That's like hold. I think what does
you may get your answer after this live.
I think a CD holds 756 megs or so.
I'm just
it's like you
say,
can get a 4 gig, you can get a 16 gig.
Papa,
I'm sure.
I have zero part in this conversation.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, or like put it in the cloud. I was thinking like.
No, it was so thoughtful.
Why? And then I started going there with papers too.
Yeah.
Like, why do we get papers? Why isn't everything just E?
I don't know. Well, I bet
why
a lot of that has to be cover your butt on the company's part. Like, well, I sent you a paper.
But you can sign up.
But we have some that we don't get, right? We have a lot of.
I do most of the bills are electronic. But yeah,
it would be worse. But
I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go.
He's ready. We're ready.
Captain Electronic.
We're ready to get rid of all the stuff we don't need.
That's where I'm going.
And just pare down. We're ready.
Is that okay? I was out to the side.
I don't know, honey. Oh, what happened?
Camera.
What happened?
All right, we're still here.
Oh gosh.
Camera battery.
What? Oh, the battery. Gosh. It's like the technology is revolting. All right, Brad is replacing the battery.
I put a fresh one in before we started.
You put a fresh one in?
Before we started.
I mean, you guys, you're just like too much to contain. Okay, it's gonna come back on. Oh, yep, there we go. We're back. Oh, well, that was like today. We were going to turn the Olympics on, and you went to Peacock, right?
So by the way, I was just going to make a statement real quick. I'm going to make a statement.
Go ahead.
Somebody was mentioning about running the audio through the camera. Mm-hmm. And that's a great reason why we don't do that also.
Yes.
Is because if the camera dies,
then
the audio is still here.
Yes.
Versus like if the camera died, it's just all black, and you guys are like, whoa.
What happened? Okay. So yeah, like today we were going to turn on the Olympics and we went on to Peacock because we have, Peacock on our TV now. And it was all, right? Like you had to have like premium to be able to kind of just like put whatever you wanted on. Like
fatigue.
I know. Like, I just missed the days when it was Netflix, and that was it, and nobody else had one.
It was just 12 channels, just UHF, VHF.
Oh, you do not miss that.
I don't.
But does anybody else remember when Netflix was like, you sent off in the mail for the, like, what was it? You'd pick your top 3 movies that you wanted to watch, and you'd have 3 at a time.
Yeah.
And then you'd send them back as soon as you were done watching one. And they were pretty quick. Like, it was so much cheaper than Blockbuster. Was like
DVDs.
$4 or $5 for one movie for one night. Rip off.
All right, let's jump. Let's go back in.
All right, sorry.
We've been rambling here.
I know. It was fun, though. Enjoyed it.
All right. Oh, no. Heart of a Handyman. He says he was going to go to Workbench Con, but his wife was in the hospital with COVID.
Oh no.
She's okay.
Okay, good.
6 months to a year before she sees normal. Oh, no. That stinks.
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I'm glad she's doing better, though, it sounds like. That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, at least there's a road to recovery.
Yeah.
So that is the positive side.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. It makes sense that you'd be staying home with her.
Dennis says, have other woodworkers join Susan from your area. We gotta have like a stand-in, like some dude show up.
That would be the most awkward live ever.
Yeah, we don't.
Like,
hi.
I should have the kids out here answering questions. That would be funny.
We're friends.
God, our 13-year-old would be like, I know all the answers.
I'm friends with, local woodworkers and stuff. We have connections, but Susan doesn't really know. Susan knows like one, I think.
Yeah.
Matt.
Rustic. No, I know Matt. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think I ever met. Did I meet Rustic River Creations?
No, I don't think you did.
I've heard about, like, a lot of them I've heard about so much that I feel like I know them, but I maybe haven't met them. Maybe I met them.
We should have.
We should have a meetup, like hang out.
Oh, I know. We're just waiting for.
We're ready.
Freaking COVID. I mean, it's
I
been
know.
like 2 years. But no, I was thinking I just like have people over and on the live be like, hey, come on the live.
Oh, I think you meant like for
just
dinner
like
or something. You're like, no, on the live.
Oh, on the live.
That too.
Well, yeah, we could dinner and then the live.
Yeah. Then they could be out here and I could be dealing with the nightmares upstairs. Not our children, but like their nightmares. Like, who tells our child about a quiet place?
The same
people. I have to have words with this other child.
Do the other thing.
I know. 5th grade is no joke, my friend.
Yeah,
5th
watch
grade.
out for 5th grade, folks.
Anyway,
I don't know what I said.
I don't even know what you're writing down. It's going to be good, though.
You know what? I'm just like 650 megabytes on a CDR, Mac. Thank you. I thought it was 750. All right. Yeah. I'd be okay not owning a spinny disc anymore. But
Really?
I think it would.
I mean, you'd have to convert your dad, though.
I know.
That's the
I
only
couldn't
thing.
have anything with the dad. An 8 terabyte hard drive and fill it. I know. Seriously. 8 kilobyte. 8 kilobyte? Did I just say 8 kilobyte?
You did, yeah.
Yeah. 8 kilobyte. 8 kilobytes. I like that.
I know. But, like, yeah, it's just, man. Your stuff just accumulates so much, you know?
Yes.
There's so much things.
2.6 gigawatts.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. All right, guys. Well, we are, obviously degrading here down into nonsense.
It's getting silly.
So we're going to get going because guess what? I've got one more episode of Boba Fett.
And I might stay awake
the
for
book
the
of
whole
Boba
thing.
Fett.
Yeah.
That we're going to watch tonight, episode 6.
Episode 6.
Episode 5 was awesome.
I'm trying to remember, but don't say anything because we don't want to spoil it for
Well,
anybody. I think I stayed awake for that
the title,
one.
It was the Mandalorian was in it.
Right.
And that was
that's
the title of the episode,
Yep.
so we're not giving anything away.
I do remember that. Yeah.
But
it was good.
But that was fun.
I'm not even really like a huge Star Wars person. It was good.
Yeah, she's
Whole thing's
digging
been
it.
good.
So we're going to go check that out. If you guys have not seen the video yet on the Maker Workstation Office Tech Hub, go check it out. It is on the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. Not in these comments. In the comments over there. Like, subscribe, share, all those things. I just turned into this like huge shill.
What's going on here?
I just don't know. What would that be? That wouldn't be a shill. That'd be like a...
I don't know.
What do you call that? Is that
There's got to be a name.
It's called an influencer.
But it's like you like me. Yes.
Max said, check out Reacher on Prime Video. I just saw that when I was in there searching.
Do we have time to do both? That's like a show,
we do.
right?
We're
Well,
doing it.
I mean, I already cleaned the kitchen, so
all right, guys,
should be
y'all
sleeping.
have
We're
an
running.
amazing week.
Yes.
We'll talk to you next weekend, Sunday.
Yep.
Susan may or may not be here, depending
I
on
will
the
try to be
monsters,
here on
but,
time. Gosh,
We'll catch you then.
Apologies.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Get out there, build something awesome. See ya. Ooh. Yeah.